The other day, while I was traveling by train, a boy sitting next to me who was reading something on his Amazon Kindle stopped for a while and asked me, "Sir, tell me why there is so much of violence against women. Why some people attack girls when they are rejected in love? Attacks like acid attacks, physical molestation, etc." I could understand this young boy asking this question with a genuine concern. So we started a conversation. So whatever is the total outcome of that conversation, the major point in that discussion I'm going to share with you. The thing which I would like to say is, we always format our mobile phones, computers or gadgets. Do we ever format our mind once? Have we ever formatted our mind and removed all those unwanted files which are lying there like toxins? That's a very important question I want all my dear viewers to ask yourself. The second point is, how do we do this? See, it's very important to understand the kind of identity that we carry. What we think about ourselves is not an overnight creation. It has been created and constructed by so many domestic and social factors. A boy who grows up in a family environment where he listens to people telling him, it can be grandparents or parents or relatives telling him that a boy is superior to a girl. Mard kabhi dard nahi janta. These kinds of dialogues, if the boy grows up listening to, thinking that I am more powerful and a girl is inferior to me and is always at the mercy of my protection, naturally that boy grows up and carries this as his image, that I am the stronger personality, and constructs at the same time how the other gender is. That's where the danger lies. That boy thinks that a girl is supposed to be bound within the four walls of the house. A girl is supposed to behave like this, because these are the ideas which constructed his male ego or his identity. So whenever he finds a woman or a girl living an independent life, being quite free and creative, the boy gets a shock. It is a shock to the image that he has constructed about the other person. All that has been constructed in him by the people around him, by himself, the belief system, the whole edifice of belief system is shaken. And what is the solution that he looks for? He tries to attack the person, saying that you don't fit into my beliefs anymore. Come on, obey me. He uses aggression. And that's where we need to really study why we need to format our system. It's very important for parents and families to start the training in this direction. Tell the boys and girls at home that there is no gender bias in the family. Let boy and girl share responsibilities. Let the boys realize that there is no work which is purely rooted in gender. We live in a world where women have proved their caliber, talent and mettle in all kinds of fields, even in fields which men once thought that it would be their monopoly. So if we do not teach children at home, young boys, to adapt to these kinds of situations, to accept that the other person is not at your mercy, the other person is also a complete individual who has to be respected, then this boy will never be shocked if he finds a woman independently taking care of her life. A woman who is smart and intelligent, leading and working, earning, traveling, creatively expressing herself. This whole question of why and how, that shocking question would never come to the mind of any boy. The third point, this my co-traveler who asked me why there is violence on them. See, a boy who is rejected by a girl in love, we read so many cases where a girl says no to a boy, but the boy doesn't accept it. He wants that no should be converted into yes. I feel this very idea, this very thought itself is highly dangerous. The other person's no is the last word from the person to tell you that you don't have any more business with that person. If you try to violate that, you are encroaching aggressively into the privacy of the other person. We come across so many cases where boys attack girls, acid attacks, physical violence, stalking, psychological torture, blackmailing, etc. because they just cannot accept one reality, one truth, that I can also fail in life. We always grow up listening to too many success stories. It's very important that we teach our children that failure is a very natural thing that can happen to anybody in life. Let the boy accept when the girl says, sorry, I can't continue this relationship with you. Let the boy learn to respect it, accept it. What is stopping him from accepting it? It is his ego, which says that how can somebody reject me? I am supposed to win all the time in relationships, in my work, in everything that I do. No. That is where the blow comes. And if you do not accept it, you become violent. So learn to accept failures. Or don't even consider them as failures. Accept them as reality. Respect the person. Say thank you to that girl. Say sorry to a person you have hurt. And learn also to forgive people who have hurt you. It makes you very strong and compassionate. We need a completely and absolutely compassionate reprogramming in our personality, in our thinking, in our belief system. The more we become rigid in our beliefs that I am right, I am always right, we become a highly dangerous self-righteous person. Self-righteousness beyond measure, beyond limits itself is highly violent. So you start thinking that I am right and that the person is wrong. So this belief system has to be changed. The person has to look at his own personality and understand what are those patterns which are unconsciously governing my activities and thinking. So the more rigid we become, it becomes more difficult for us to adapt to changes. So let us be flexible. Let us reconstruct ourselves, breaking all these prejudices, this age-old, outdated ideas about the other. Most of you would be going to gymnasiums and health clubs and working really hard, thumbs up, to create and build a fit and healthy body. But let me just request every one of you, once in a while, or if possible, every day, please work on your mental fitness also. Let us have a mentally fit personality. Let us have a mental gymnasium where we burn all those toxins and prejudices away and build up a beautiful, an amazing personality where every other individual is happy in our presence, where we respect the other individual's individuality and still love people even if you have disagreements with them. Please think of this. This is what I shared with my young co-traveler in the train. Let today be the first step in rebuilding, reconstructing ourselves. Happy journey.